Hello, this is Lolly, and I want to talk about pen loops today because I did promise that I was going to explain pen loops. I'm trying to get a better camera look here. Okay, pen holders, and the very first one I made was this one here, and you can see what it is a binder clip that clips onto whatever you want, and so that's really convenient because this can go anywhere. The drawback would be if you have a really soft cover like leather or like the foam ones, this would leave little bite marks in it. So this is more like, more like for hard ones, but the nice thing is too, you can customize and choose the color that you want to match your project. So I had a gold binder clip and I used some gold elastic. And these have been around for a really long time. I made this, like a year or 2 years ago, and I have no idea where the original idea came from those. I just know it wasn't my idea. I saw a video so long ago. I just can't even track that back down, and she wasn't the original creator either. I do want to say that the one I saw, she used hot glue to affix this, and if you really want that to stick, you need to use some E6000, something more permanent than hot glue. And the other one that I've been working on is this one here, where I will give you the video link to this, and these are for making page markers that can also be used as writing surfaces. And so you can put that under there and then you have a nice writing surface, but you can also attach a pen loop to it like that. And so here's one here that I've already made, and so you can even attach a pen loop here. That would work out. So what you need though is some wide flat elastic. Now what I did for my gold one here, that one there was one of these hair ties, and this was, I don't know, Target or something. It was pretty cheap. And these are about 1/2 inch wide, and that's what you're looking for. You just undo the knot, and then you can cut the measurements how you want them for how long. There you go. You've got all this to work with. You could get probably 3, maybe even 4. I would think even 4. If you need to, you could press that out a little bit, but I would be very careful to not overheat that and melt it. So this is what I was using. So whenever I saw these hair ties, that's what I was using. Kind of matches my shirt. But I recently came across these, and I am so sorry, I cannot remember where I got these from. It's create.cousin.com. And it says 4 pieces, 4.9 feet for a total of 19.7 feet between all of them. And this is what I used to do this one here. And I love them because the colors are different from what I already have here. So I was going to show, I'm going to put one on this, if I can figure out which one I would like. This color looks good with it too, but I was thinking of doing something to break up, add color to it. So I like that. I like this, just to do something different. And so, yeah, if I get the end out of here, there we go. And let's see, let's do the binder clip one. And all you have to do is measure ahead of time how much you're going to need. So if you put this all the way up against that, and then grab your pen and just wrap it around and stretch it so that you know that's how tight you want it to be. So I'm going to trim this, and then I'll measure it for you. Okay, let's see how that comes across. 1 1/4 inches. So that's not bad at all, but it really depends upon your elastic and how stretchy it is. So I'm just going to take the E6000, move the binder clip flaps out this way, put the E6000 there and there. And I'll show you what I'm going to do. I want the E6000 to go all the way up under there, but I didn't want to squish it under, so I'm going to push this here and slide it under there. Then wrap it around, put it there, and again, slide it into place. Then all you have to do is just set this down to let it dry overnight. I really would allow this to dry overnight. And that way, you have a good firm grip, and that's the loop right there. If you play around with it and you feel like you need more than 1 1/4 inches, then go 1.5 inches next time. But see, this is what it's going to look like when it's on my binder. I think it's really cute. So let's set that one aside. And on this one, because I had the the clear part here, I actually went in quite a distance in here before gluing it, and that's a good 1/2 inch that I went in. So I had on this one my elastic, I think it's 1.5 inches. Yeah, this is more like 1 3/4 because like I said, I went in pretty far on that. So let's go ahead and put one on here. And like I said, even though this is a writing surface, it's still not going to cause me any problems. I like to put my loop up higher because if I put it down here, I don't know, it doesn't, it's up to you. I'm looking at this one, I'm thinking the pen loop might be better down here. Okay, so should we go with that same color? I don't have that many color options, but I think this coral one looks really cute. And there are some of those colors in the Graphic 45 Fairy papers, and I'm trying to figure out where the end of this one is. There it is. There we go. So I already said that one was 1 3/4 inches, so I'm going to cut that, just that length. I do want to trim this up a little bit because it's kind of unusual there. The other thing I did with this one was I wasn't sure about it, but I wanted to make sure that the ends of this were not going to fray. The ends of this one are tucked under this little metal clasp in order to make sure the ends of this are not going to fray. I used a little of the Fabri-Tac and I just put it on my finger and dabbed it on there. I know there are some materials and some elastics you can just heat the end to seal it, and sometimes it would make them almost look a little burnt, and I don't want to do that. There's also things like fray check. If you're a sewer, you'll be familiar with fray check. And it could just be if I get the E6000 on this end really well, then that will also prevent it from unraveling on me on the very end. Now this doesn't take very long to dry up, but while it's doing that, let's look at this. So I guess I need to move that. Yeah. I went in, like I said, 1/2 inch from the end here. I'm going to pull my things out of the pocket. I'm just kind of looking about how far in to go with this E6000. And whoops, I forgot. Getting a little clumsy here. So get a nice little strip of E6000, and I did not do the entire thing here. I just did one little strip. And turn it over, and right across from that same area. So I know that you can also get flat elastics on like eBay. So just keep an eye. I don't want extra E6000 here, and I think I may have a little much, so I'm going to pull up some of that because I don't want to overdo it here. Okay. Just fold it over and just get the end on there. Now for this one, I could just tap it on there and make sure it doesn't get bumped, but what I did do before was to put a binder clip on that to hold that in place for about 15-20 minutes. And then I took that off and let it set overnight. That is a really cute color on there. Okay, so let's put that aside. And we've got this one here. So those are the 2 ways that I've been making pen loops for these. So you see the one here, and this one is nice because, and I can go under or over the clear plastic on my my little page marker there too. One of the things I noticed with these is because it's metal here, when you put your pen in, you could be sliding it against that metal and scratching up the barrel of your pen. So if you have a really pretty pen and you don't want it to get scratched up, when I put it in, I hold it out just a little. I'm exaggerating. I pull it out a little bit as I slide it in like that, and that way I know it's not scraping against there. So pull it out like this. But it's just ever so slight so that I'm not scratching my barrel, and I haven't had any problems yet. I do like these for the ability to move them around, but again, if you have a soft cover, that's not going to work so well. So here's that one there, and these ones, these pens here are the Pen Gems, PENGEMS, and I will give you a link for where to order them. They're really cute. I have several different colors. I also have a lavender and a pink, and they're really cute because you can get those organized as color coordinated to go with your different projects, like a really bright green, and they have gold and silver and all different kinds of combinations. So thank you for watching. I hope that answers your questions, because I know people were asking me how I've been making my pen loops, and these are really fun, and I do recommend E6000. Of course, this is the end of March, April starting. We're supposed to get that Better Ultimate adhesive released soon from that company that I saw at Creativation. Cannot wait to give E6000 some competition there, and a less toxic version as well. So again, thank you for watching.